On Wednesday morning, Hurricane Idalia was close to making landfall as it was still a Category 3 hurricane with sustained winds of 125 miles per hour. The hurricane was headed straight for Florida's Big Bend, which is only 65 miles from Tallahassee, the state's capital. From the Gulf to the Atlantic coasts, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis proclaimed a state of emergency in 49 counties due to the impending catastrophic storm surge. As Hurricane Idalia grew more powerful and eventually reached Category 4, many Floridians secured their boats and houses and fled to higher land. Florida's 67 counties, at least 28, were required to evacuate. Kevin Guthrie, Director of Emergency Management for Florida, urged citizens to leave right away for their own protection. Before gradually decreasing to a Category 3 storm with sustained winds of 125 miles per hour, Hurricane Idalia attained a very dangerous category for intensity. A devastating storm surge and severe winds were expected when the storm made landfall in Florida's Big Bend area. Hurricane warnings and storm advisories were in effect for the majority of Florida's residents as well as those living in nearby states. There are signs warning of surges along hundreds of miles of coastline. It was anticipated that the storm's most hazardous aspect would be a strong wind-driven surf surge that might flood barrier islands and low-lying coastal areas. The Gulf Coast of Florida, sections of North and South Carolina, and southeast Georgia were all predicted to see significant rainfall and potentially catastrophic storm surge. In 49 of Florida's 67 counties, Governor Ron DeSantis issued an emergency declaration and urged residents in evacuation zones to leave right away. Forecasts for Florida's Big Bend region included a potentially fatal storm surge and damaging winds as the storm swiftly strengthened in the Gulf of Mexico. The National Weather Service described Hurricane Idalia's impact as unprecedented for the Big Bend's Appalach Bay region. The storm's effects were already being felt across Florida, with a rare extreme wind warning issued for parts of the state's Big Bend area. Power outages were reported as Hurricane Idalia approached the coast, affecting tens of thousands of residents. Florida had thousands of line workers on standby to assist with power restoration efforts after the storm passed.